everyone, thank you for clicking on my video. I am Arcadia the Lunar Fae, and today I'll be talking about why Musical.ly and TikTok will never be Vine. And I'm also learning Japanese, so konnichiwa, watashi no nami wa Kuma desu. So let me just start off the video with a little bit of nostalgia, and here are some Vines that I found that you should know.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say? What the fuck, dude? Step the fuck up, Kyle. Look at this crowd.
And they were rooming.
Oh God, they were roommates. You just drop in, just smack the lip, whoop back, drop down, snap. Is there anything better than pussy? Yes, a really good book.
Whoa! Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Do you ever wake up or do something and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Stop right on, know me. You don't what is good. You don't know me. You don't know me. Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
We all die. You either kill yourself or get killed. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Mom, I have something to tell you. What is it, honey?
I got an abortion.
If you want to play baseball, you gotta be the baseball. Hi, my name's Derek. Welcome to Pizza. Let me guess, pizza. Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free shavakadu. Free shavak. I thought you were.
Alright, so I hope everyone enjoyed that. Now getting into my little video essay. I know a lot of people are probably going to be mad at me for saying Vine walked so Musical.ly and TikTok could run, but it literally paved the paths for certain types of humor that was eventually overused and overdone. Around from 2012 to 2017, the most common themes on Vine were straight humor, pretty people, race humor, and then millennial humor. And then, even though I put those so simply, they were all originally hilarious. So let's get into it. Straight humor. The straight humor was more apparent on Vine after it kind of got deleted and the Viners went to Instagram. And so they would do really hyped up skits or videos that would usually be like, the Viner would show a boyfriend texting someone on the phone, the girlfriend be in the car, and they'd be like, oh my god, who are you texting? Like, no one. And then like the whole skit would be finding out who's the guy texting, thinking that they're cheating on them or something like that. Yeah. And then that will be the punchline. It sounds boring, but that was peak humor. And then the other type of straight humor was that it's like the boyfriend and the dad humor. It's like the boyfriend wants to take the girlfriend out, and the dad's like, no, you're not taking my daughter anywhere. To keep your filthy mitts off my daughter. And then the boyfriend would be like scared, or the boyfriend wouldn't care, or the girlfriend would end up being like the actual problem in the first place. Yeah. But this basically straight humor, and it was on Vine. Nobody really cared about it much because it was actually funny, but like the remakes of it is overdone and then overused, especially in movies, like early 2000 movies. Yeah, I think that's where it came from actually. But yeah, then pretty people humor, which be the thirst trapping in Vine. So basically, there wouldn't be a punchline. It would just be a really long skit, but like you will only click the video because like there would be a thumbnail of somebody's butt or something like that, or a pretty person. So basically the users got thirst trapped for these videos, and the people that were making the videos got tons of likes and clicks. And then there's the pretty people humor, but like when people act quirky, when basically like, oh my god, I wake up like this, but I go out looking like this. Stuff like that. Yeah. Then the race humor, I'm gonna call this risky race humor because in Vine, every race got picked on, every ethnicity got picked on equally, and they were all funny. Now, everyone was getting free passes for this in the day, and then not realizing that they portray certain tropes which are enabling racism, but like compared to how that humor is used nowadays, back in Vine, it was pretty wholesome and funny because some of the stereotypes are true based upon where you're from or where you live. But then the other stereotypes would just be like randomized stuff made by people who are black or Asian or, stuff like that. So it'll be perfectly fine. So yeah. And then like I know one Viner who did that mainly. It was like King Botch. He was like a suburban black kid who always did skits about black people in the hood because he's quirky. Anyway, and then the millennial humor was basically like the dark humor, depressed humor, self hate humor, mainly about millennials making vines about how they hate their lives, how they hate their jobs, hate their parents, that they'll be ever forever alone, and how they hate themselves, and it'll be funny, which would be uncomfortable for some viewers because some of those viners were actually going through the stuff that they were joking about. Um, and people were laughing at them for even though they posted themselves online, but like people were laughing at them for it. But on the other side, those type of things would be genuinely funny.
Okay, look, I'm not racist or anything, but Mexicans are kind of icky. That is extremely racist. Yo, you got any food? I'm starving. Like noodles? Why, just because I'm Asian, you think I have noodles? Yes. You're lucky I just bought this today. No. I said stay away from my daughter. You understand that? Ching chong, ching chong, ching. I'm Mexican. Yo, I'm ordering some Chinese food. What do you want, rice? No, you want dog, right? Hello, 911? I think my friend is trying to poison me. Please help. How many times do I gotta tell you? It's fucking seasoning. Hey, turn down for what? Hi, Mom. Do your homework. Going out with some friends, Mom. Do your homework. I got hit by a car. Oh my god. Do your homework. Yeah. Best down. Hey, bro. Oh, your dog is super cute. Happy Christmas, son. I got you the present. No, hey, Seth and I.
Now I did some extra research because I was curious of what your idols turned into on Vine, like King Botch and Lele Pons and Hannah Stocking, which are the only ones I really felt like searching at because I don't remember anyone else. But the other Viners, I know pretty sure they ended up on YouTube and they're still making skits of that, and they're all hilarious. Let's just get that across. But here you go. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna show you some videos of what they're doing now and what they're doing at it. What they're good at it. Pretty sure you guys probably seen King Botch starring in a few movies, but like Shake It Up Chicago star, I forget her name, Bella Thorne, and Babysitter, or Hannah Medea playing one of the frat boys. But he's been in a lot of movies, and then the most surprising one was I think WandaVision or something, whatever the show was called. But he's making music for it now, or he's starting a career. I'm not sure, but yeah, he made a song for the show, and that's really cool to see where he came from Vine. And like a lot of these Viners usually go into music or they stay on YouTube commentary, and a majority of them went to college or were in college while they were doing Vine. So they have degrees or at least a diploma. So yeah, that was like this is cool. I'm pretty sure he did other skits, but Lele Pons, I definitely heard of her and her music, which is like really good. I should mention. Definitely listen to it. Not her most recent music, but like her most popular songs. They're really good though. Like Celoso. Yeah, but like she is good music, but live performances, meh. But like she's out there. Her dad's gay. Hold up. Y'all can't see this, but I can. Uh, my dad is gay. I think this is old, but I didn't see this at all. I think she also made her own show called Friends. I think it was Amigos with Ruby, another Viner or music here, whatever. But guys, they got into like movies or made their own little personal shows or got into music. I don't know why. But our next topic is Musically. Whoop whoop, you love it. Musically, this app was around from 2014 to 2018, and the most common themes on this app was cringe, mainly, then children looking way older than they were, white pretty people specifically, extremely cringe content, a lip syncing, and just plain weirdos. And then I want to put an extra special section called Gnome Boys. I'm saying the G on purpose, but we'll get to that later. Vine had original content that mainly came from internet humor and, those main specific categories that I spoke about. But Musically was the copycat of that in the worst way possible. Teens and the kids got millions and millions of followers off of lip syncing to a Vine audio bit and then making them a little bit more funny. But when the Vine shut down, the Viners also came over to Musically and uploaded new skits that would get millions of remakes, and they would be way more popular by other users remaking them, mainly like the most popular users, than themselves from their actual profile. Now they did have a lot of followers, but like the actual people who used their content got like over 100,000 of likes in like a few minutes, and people were actually getting paid to make these videos. And I believe it was like 10 cents per view. I'm not sure, but I had the app when I was younger, and then I remember searching it up, and there was an option to become an influencer and get paid to make videos or whatever. But yeah, people got paid to make paid to make those really cringe videos. So now that we talked about cringe and lip sync, the most popular muses were like white females, either blonde or brunette, that was skinny, and they all had a gnome boyfriend, which are the typical white guys that have a pineapple haircut, no fashion sense, spread cheeks, and always is way older than their girlfriends, probably like 3 years older, and then nobody cared. Sound familiar? They were also the hot guy thirst traps that got millions of views from just simply thirst trapping or whatever. Going back to the girls, the most popular ones looked way older than they really were and never commented about their age, were revealing clothing and dated older guys who made like straight humor content. Sadly, they were fresh targets for weirdos after being exploited online. Specifically, the main way that they were exploited was them being in challenges online of Guess Their Age challenge or Smash Their Past challenge, and then they were underage. This was a thing. On top of that, there would be weirdos duetting to these accounts and these videos, and they would just be very suggestive. While the video itself was suggestive with the girls doing this, but they would duet these videos, just be acting like super weird or predatory to be specific. And then these videos would be getting mass reported in their accounts too, but they were never shut down. Now, one of the most known users from that time was Danielle Kahn because she was super popular. She was exploited to the max, mainly by her mother and then the Musically app by itself, because she was making videos, and who was telling her to make these videos? Her mother. And then who was promoting these videos? Musically, putting an 11-year-old on TikTok that was belly dancing in Calvin Klein underwear, and she was extremely underage to even be doing that in the first place. Her mother was totally fine with it because she exploited her and she lied about her age, living in this false reality that she created. And she dated like older guys, which are the Gnome boys I was talking about, which are these ugly white dudes or basic white guy that have red cheeks, the pineapple haircut, and trashy style, mainly just name brand that really doesn't look good at all. So yeah, that was that. And I think she's 14 now, and she's still doing all this stuff. It's quite clear she's not the only girl who has a reputation of doing this or has been exploited from doing this. There's a lot of girls. Alright, so the last app we're going to be talking about is TikTok. So let's just take the main points from Vine and Musically and add social media activism, racism, content stealing, more pretty people, the PP word, celebrities, dark humor, roleplay, POVs, rich white kids, low effort content, adults, and then problematic influencers times 100.
What's up, baby? All my ladies, I'm trying to. Oh!
Oh yeah, you little brat. You need a spanking, little whiny baby. Is that what you are, little whiny baby? I've been just waiting for one of these comments, you guys. I've been just waiting.
Trust me, everything sounds better in an Aussie accent. see. Discombobulated there. Back on track. Oh wait. Oh no. What the hell are you doing, Leo? Back on track. Yeah, stop. It look like a boxing. I guess we're gonna have to see the final. It's going where? I put a bit slow.
TikTok is basically everywhere. You see TikTok on Facebook, TikTok on Instagram, TikTok on Twitter. It is everywhere, and it's impossible for you not to know what the app is if you are on social media. So some TikToks are actually genuinely funny and then give Vine energy, but the other times it's not, and it's really cringe. It's like, why do people even tolerate or download this app? Now, this app, as you know, is still running, even though it's supposed to be shut down by Trump because it was owned by China and China was stealing information. Um, they're on the app. There's so much fake social media activism that spreads misinformation, guilt, and hate, making people monsters because they aren't liking or sharing a certain post or a hashtag about something, and then these individuals will be canceled. Now, awareness is one thing, but the internet is not the best thing for this because it's just you scrolling, liking, and sharing stuff, and then going on about your day, not caring about the issue that you liked or shared about, but everyone else saw that you shared it and that you liked the post, so you're a good person. The racism is wild on there. The race jokes are about, self hate, how being black is ugly, Asian people started COVID, or any POC creators being blacklisted for making original content, while more marketable white pretty people get more views for doing the same thing, which goes into the content stealing, which is crazily overdone, that there's zero original content and there's no way for someone to get their views back from being stolen from. The most popular users on these apps are pretty people that do the bare minimum, low effort content, and then get TikTok famous. But there are so many of them nobody really cares about because they're basically E-list celebrities. And ironically, there are celebrities on TikTok that are making content to promote their music, making TikTok music to create TikTok trends and whatnot. It's really ridiculous and sad, and it's just more cringe. Like, just I, I just don't even think about it. But it's like, that's not even the worst part. There's plenty of dark humor. Some good, but mainly really bad, that talk about the R word, harassment, grooming, and use it as humor, and it's totally okay with TikTok. And then there's quirky people who took themselves on another level to make POVs and do anything like POV, I'm in the mafia and I kidnapped you, playing like to Stockholm Syndrome, or POV, I call you hot, or POV, watching my black friend getting beaten by the white police, and blah blah blah. And that was an actual TikTok. And then adults on TikTok that literally harass minors to get into internet drama, or, let's say James Charles, for instance. He is an adult that obviously thinks he's a child for some reason. He collaborates with these kids like Charlie D'Amelio or whatever her name is, and he's like 21 years old or 22 years old and calls himself a friend to a girl that's like 14 years old, 16 years old, and he's a grown man. That's not okay. And then he says that that Charlie's family is totally fine with it, but it doesn't matter because you as an adult should make the main decision to be like, okay, that is not okay. That is quite disgusting. And in a way, it's like they're trying to get the attention drawn into them. Like, I could do it too, thinking that they're a child or whatever. I'm not really going to go into all of that. But yeah, the adults, and then the problematic influencers who come on the app, like James Charles, who are always problematic, and then they're able to put on a face, a little front, and create apology videos, continue to make content despite the background of them doing really messed up stuff. There are tons of other categories on TikTok and Musical.ly that are crazy, but this video isn't about that. This video is about how neither of those apps will come close to the forever funny, wholesome, wholesome humor of Vine. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.